set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
lots of room to run. Oh, he got loose. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's in goal. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Denson. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There are a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's in goal. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
End zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man on the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, or college.
Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. This one's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Jolly. At the 20, he's got space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to throw. It's in goal. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, UCLA! Put it in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. Lost a throw on first down. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Not much running room there thanks to this senior.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Slams it ahead. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game.
There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's in goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. He's got it up to 30, flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw. It's in goal. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He wants to change this route. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Jolly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Fires to the tight end. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge kick. Bounding over the top. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw again. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's in goal. Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Caught at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They go right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's in goal. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Back to pass. It's in goal. That's caught. It's Jolly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them. A great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Denson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's in goal. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Finds a man on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Wants to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Looking for a man. It's in goal. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for...
He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Extra point here will tie the game.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field and I run that post route. QB lays it out for him and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone. Touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Defender miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Quarterback keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Sails one into the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to pass. It's in goal. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just happen.
Turning it on. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's in goal. Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback gets the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit.